want my son to study in one of the top schools of the city, so that I can boastfully say that my son studies in this school, famous school, proudly to my relatives. And this whole city too should talk about Rakesh daughter's wedding. So there is nothing wrong in taking a loan for that. So I bought a luxury sedan, more costlier than my neighbor. I will put my boarding ticket in my Insta story. I am in mall, I am in KFC. I won't accept such balances. What will my friends think about if I accept my 5 rupee balance from the counter? And a women West Bengal couple sold 8-month-old baby to buy an iPhone, and a Odisha man sold wife to buy a phone. This is a branded shoe. My gang only loves the branded shoes, so I only wear branded shoes. This is a branded iPhone. I don't want to name 1 lakh rupee branded phone that everyone are interested in. I can use this phone so that I can have a respect in my society. All the money that they are spending is just a show off. To become rich, one should clearly monitor their spending habit, which is the thing that the middle class people is lacking here. Simply because of their inferiority complex and to get the societal status, peer pressure, they are falling into this lifetime crap trap. Costly items, branded items, copy the rich people, take credit card loans, and all those money are spent without any purpose. Clearly they are missing on the opportunity cost. What is the opportunity cost? This is the one where money that should be spent on the valuable items are gone once it is spent on the status symbol. So clearly you're not going to get what you need, but what the society needs for you. So that is a very irrational, mentally scarcity mindset. So by this, the people from the middle class are giving up the way to become rich, and slowly they are redirecting their life to becoming poor. Keeping up with the Jones, a popular phrase referring to the pressure to keep up with your neighbor's social status, wealth, or popularity. And this means that the way people constantly compare themselves to the others, that is, especially the neighbor's social status, wealthy status, to accumulate the same wealth that that person has accumulated. For example, statements such as like, "What do my neighbor think himself about? Is he a Mountbatten? He just feels or shows that much emotion in his face whenever there is a all security meeting in our apartment. Look, I have bought one land in next street. I am also owning another land now, comparatively equal to my neighbor." Buying depreciative goods, social pressure to match the wealthy position that my neighbor holds. I'm going to hold the same thing. So in such comparative mindset or scarcity mindset, the decision that are made at that time is not going to be clearly healthy or going to benefit the one that takes that decision. So it is just to boast one's social status among the peer, and it is not going to be the good financial decision that one can make in such cases. Examples like buying a car just to show the neighbor that, see, I am no way less than you, and buying a college degree with a loan apart from your own financial power, where that educational career has no future prospect, and buying an expensive land by taking a loan. In that case, land is not depreciative one, but your loan is going to make you have more loans on that, and your land is soon going to get out of your hand. And middle class salary. So many taxpayers who purchased their home with a loan of 25-year home loan repayment schedule did not factor the tax regime change in the subsequent years. So the house rentals have gone up during this time period, but house rental has gone up, but house rental allowance, which offers a big relief to the taxpayers, is not in the new tax regime, which is only in the old tax regime, and the poor middle class is getting taxed enormously according to the current budget also. If they choose to buy, say for example, a 35 lakhs car by taking a loan or making a credit card loan, or going against all the advice that this is not the correct time to invest in that financial decision, Surely it is their choice at the end of the day if they can buy against all the odds. But what they are losing is they are losing on the emergency fund and their savings for future. They are robbing their children's future also by taking such luxury depreciating goods as their future present need. With your additional insurance, registration, repair cost, fuel cost for at least 4 to 5 years for this car, this middle class is not going to manage the car in the upcoming 4 to 5 years. The best way to manage your expenses to increase your salary, not your expenses. And if you see in the tier 1 cities, all the maids, maid workers especially, who are working for 3 to 4 jobs in a day and earns more than 12,000 to 15,000 extra for a weekly basis. So they are going for a savings emergency fund. Also they are calculatively making a move where they are not buying any depreciated goods like car, they are not making any branded smartphones, they are not making any branded clothes, or else they are not even eating out in the fancy restaurants. Instead they are investing those emergency fund for their future, for the land that they can afford. India's second most unequal country after Russia, report states. So low skilled employment fields like agriculture has 45.5% of workforce, which provides job opportunities for 2.5 million people of India. Construction, which provides 12.4% employment opportunity. Restaurant, which provides 12.1% opportunity. So to do these works, many laborers do not require any basic skills. They simply need to do the repetitive tasks day in and day out every day throughout the year, which means that there is no training cost for these individuals. And if an individual who is on leave, it is easy for his or her replacement during that time period. And even if that person returns, that person is not going to get a job as such before, because that person is already replaced, as rich are getting richer. And low productive job is in multiplying amount, and also as it doesn't require any skills to do such jobs like maid services, gig services like Zomato delivery, also security services. If one person is out, another person, if one person is out, 10 persons are ready to get into the job. If millionaire controls 50% of country's wealth, then there is no meaningful middle class people in the country, the report stated. But as of today in India, millionaires control 54% of wealth, which exceed what the report stated as 50%, which means that low skilled jobs are giving way more less salary, which means that the people from the poor margin and the middle class are earning way less, and whatever they need to acquire or redirected to the rich people. Cost of raising a child in India today, how many people are ready to send their child to a government school? Even the people from the poor margin are not ready to send their children to a government school. So if that is the case for the poor people, then the middle class people, say, they value their honor and respect, acceptance for this by the society more. So which means that they are ready to take loans for their children to get admitted in the most famous school of the society. Which means that as per ET online research, schooling cost of kid in India from age 3 to 17 is approximately 30 lakhs. This excludes evening time tuition. And they are having the disillusionment that whenever I send my child to the top school, or else at least English medium school, they will speak fluently in English, they will get a decent job in the society. So the primary schooling fee education ranges somewhere around 1.25 lakh to 1.75 lakh. 4-year high schooling ranges from 1.8 lakh to 2.2 lakhs. And also the transport cost of rupees 25,000, which might vary according to the fuel price and the location of the school, either from the tier 1 or tier 2 city. Also next comes the college education, 4-year or 3-year college education degree. Either they are going for abroad, taking a massive amount of loan, or going for highly famous educational engineering institute or arts and science, very famous. So very famous means you should think that how much are they going to provide the fee structure, which means that a 4-year BTech or a 3-year BSc program costs around 4 to 20 lakhs. This might vary according to the how famous that college is in that society. 5.5-year MBBS degree can cost up to 1 crore. Less admissions in government schools. So if this much amount of fee structure is there, they can easily manage if they are from the middle class and the poor class with the government school or government aided school with, say for example, 3,000 to 4,000 yearly fee structure for primary schools, or 6,000 to 7,000, 8,000 for like high schools, and 15,000 to 20,000 for engineering colleges, government engineering colleges, government medical colleges, maybe for 50,000, 60,000. But that is highly competitive. If we remove that medical colleges, other than those, everything is manageable from the government and government aided schools. But why are especially people from middle class and poor class are choosing the CBSEs and ICSEs and private English medium schools, not the government schools? Because they think that I can boastfully say this to my relative and my neighbor that my kid is also studying in that famous institute. I'm no way less, I'm no way more, I'm equal in the society. And also my children can speak fluently in English, which I have missed during my schooling year. They can land a decent job, white collar job. They will not end up like me. And also research showed that more than half, 57% of the children supposedly going to the English medium schools are actually studying the dominant regional language, Hindi or mother tongue, which is according to the state that they are residing in. So the report says about 18% of the children attend school that have textbook in English, but with the teachers translating those into the dominant regional language while teaching, which means that whatever that they have aimed in enrolling their student to this school, they thought that my children will speak in English. But what is the reality? In many English medium schools, what they are doing, they are simply trying to they are teaching the students so that they can understand more clearly, so they are trying to translate that to their own mother language. Or else also according to the teacher, if the teacher is not trained properly in these schools, the teacher is going to portray the things simply according to her own understanding, that is in her own language. That is what this report states. Instant gratifications, impulsive good shopping, discounted good shopping, using high amount of credit card loans, so admission in high class schools or colleges just for increasing one's own pride. Success and happiness should come easily and way more quickly. And I want to live my life right now. I'm not going to live my life on my savings. I'm going to take the loan, buy the car, and visit my office or school, my child, through that car. I'm not going to go to the crowded public transport and save my cost for future savings, and I will buy the car maybe in near 5-6 years. I do not need that happiness after 5 or 6 years. I need that now, which is called as instant gratification. This is for you if you are the one who goes beyond the instant gratification. There are two types of gratification. One, I want instant gratification. Two, I can delay my gratification. What is instant gratification? I want it now, which means that I'll take loan, I'll purchase car, and I want that happiness now. So you are going to have a long-term loan, long-term pain, instant gratification. Delayed gratification, I can wait for 5-6 years, have my own savings, buy my car with no loan. So no loan, long-term pleasure. Constantly need to match other people's lifestyle, constantly dwelling in the peer pressure, creating a psychological stress and a decreased quality of life. These individuals are trapped in a cycle where they are unable to save or invest for the future due to their overspending. God gives them some logical thinking quite soon, so that they can open their eyes and see what the world they are really living in. Millionaires are becoming billionaires, and poor are becoming poorer. And if such things is going to happen, middle class in India is going to disappear sooner or later.